Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's SMB3 Group I match between Antlerz44 and Paratroopa. Antlerz is going in with a 1-1 record, and for Paratroopa, this is her first match in the tournament altogether. Either way, this should be a very interesting match. My name is Antlerz44, and I'll be doing the commentary for today. We've got our C rolled, we've got our racers ready, and we're just waiting for them to get things started. And looks like we're going to be starting with World 3. And our very first stage is the pyramid, where we're always going to have buzzy beetles in order to ensure that nothing is soft locked. Because we want to make sure that every single level, even through Randomizer, has a chance to be completed, and Paratroopa unfortunately taking the very first death of the race. You see a little P-wing action for Antlerz, and he's going to finish up the first stage pretty quickly. Pella having a little bit of difficulty. Antlerz is going to take a ride through the pipes. And Paratroopa is finally making it out of the pyramid as Antlerz is going against a pair of jumbo boomerang blows. And picking up a hammer for his efforts. And Antlerz using the hammer to break the lock and going into a fight with a pair of twin fire blows. What's he gonna get from it? It looks to be a music box as Paratroopa enters 7F1, which we like to call Fort Knox. Paratroopa going to go for the required Tanuki suit due to the placement of the exit pipe. And if you ever, and as an evidence, what the hammers do break locks this seed. If we see Antlerz has made his way into the first airship, he'll be facing off against Wendy. Let's see how beefy Wendy is today. Oh, and Antlerz gets hitboxed by Wendy. We know Wendy's at least a 3-hitter. Antlerz is going to take a second shot against Wendy. Let's see if he has better luck. And nope, one of her rings takes him out, and it's back to the beginning. Antlerz having a noticeable amount of trouble with Wendy, and Paratroopa slowly but surely being able to catch up to him. And Paratroopa picking up a hammer from her fight with the Jumbo Bros as Antlerz takes another fall from the Wendy. And with that, I believe we are just about in sync. Yep, Antlerz is less than half a stage ahead of Paratroopa, and if he loses this fight against Wendy, he's going to have to start all the way back at the beginning. Oh, and they both take a fall, and for Antlerz, that's a game over. This could be a great chance for Paratroopa to pick up the pace and go a wee bit forward. In sync. I know what I said. Antlerz back in the pyramid. As Paratroopa takes another shot at Wendy. It's definitely being a pain in the behind. Wendy's a full-on 5-hitter and takes out Paratroopa again. But as we can see, Wendy had everything on the Wendy's menu. She had the Baconator, the cheeseburgers, the fries, the soda, the Frosty, the chili. She just gorged herself. But a cannonball takes out Paratroopa, and now Paratroopa could be in the same situation Antlerz is and having to do it all over again. And Antlerz has made it back to the airship, so once again, our races are in sync. And Paratroopa is the first to finally take out Wendy. And Antlerz is still struggling with her. Wendy is not being a very nice coupling. Well, not that any of them really are often. As we enter World 6, Lemmy's Land. Also the name of a pretty famous Lemmy site. And Paratroopa may be taking an intentional game over here just to replenish her lives. Yep, and I can honestly not fault her for that. With how long this world is, it's best to start it on a full stock. This is only our first boss, people. And a Paratroopa having trouble in... Paratroopa having trouble in the 4F2 fortress. Having a little encounter with the Hotfoots. And doing a 1, 2, and 3 against Boom Boom. Okay, that Wendy set box has just gotten weird. We see Paratroopa having a little trouble with 6F4, so she's gonna backtrack. And go for World 4-6 as Antlerz finally takes out Wendy. Much to, I can imagine, his very big relief. Yeah, well, I believe Paratroopa and Antlerz44 are both relative newcomers to the SMB3R community, and well, Paratroopa, this is her first tournament match, period. Paratroopa deciding to go to the Mushroom House to pick up a little something and gets a frog suit. And Antlerz just opting out of 6-4, and it's likely going to go after 4-6. Or just is going for the game over. And we see Paratroopers enter the 8F1 fort as Antlerz is still having a wee bit of trouble with 4-6. And luckily for Antlerz, even with the game over, the fort stays broken. So he has a little bit of breathing room. Just a bit. British Duckling, the rando, we pretty much, in fact, we've taken nearly everything. I've taken everything in the base game, the level layouts, the enemy placements, the world order. We throw it into a blender, put some cream on it, blend it up, pour it out, and that's what we have with the randomizer. Nearly everything is shuffled with only a few exceptions. There will always be a tower in World 5, Bowser's World will always be in World 8, and certain levels will have vanilla power-ups or enemies in order to ensure the prevention of a soft lock. And while most levels have auto-scroll turned off, there are two that, due to their scrolling ability, we have to keep it on, and those being 5-9 and the beta stage Atlantis. Overall, there's trillions of possibilities. So if you guys want to try this out at home, go right ahead. It's actually quite fun. As we see Paratroopers made it to Lemmy's airship. And Antlerz making his way through 6-4. Yeah, Great White Hope. This seed has been a bit of a humdinger. Antlerz gets yet another game over. This seed is just being ferocious. As a fire chomp takes the nip out of him, and Paratroopa makes it past Lemmy. Come on, let's cheer Antlerz on. We know he can get past this stage. We know he can get past 6-4. As Paratroopa enters World 5. And maybe going for an intentional game over herself to restart fresh. And I believe what Peru is on is one of our lost levels. Oh, and Antlerz has entered 6-5. One of the levels where we will always have something the same. You will always find a leaf or a Tanuki suit here due to the placement of the exit pipe. And we see Paratroopa entered, I believe, the 5 have the 5F2 for it. Boss Bass trying to make 6-5 even harder. You see Paratroopa is going through the mushroom house as Antlerz has finally completed 6-5, and Paratroopa's going to get a fox suit. Antlerz having a bit of an encounter with twin firebros and making quick work to get a P-Wing. And now Paratroopa's become a fog with power. Fog power. And Para's trading in her frog suit for a leaf. They're going up against another set of boomerang bros. Losing her leaf and picking it right back up and getting a star for her efforts. As Antler gets a bro! And after a step, I think that may have been deja vu. Ooh, and Antlerz picks up a Jugum Cloud from his fight. That's definitely gonna come in handy. Jugum Clouds here are basically your best friend. It's like a bypass card, if you will. Squishing the giant Goomba and going through the tower area. Para making her way through the pipes and now is on the other side of Skyland. Antlerz is going through the P-cycle and taking on Boom Boom. Paratroopa getting yet another leaf. Para going for yet another pair of boomerang bros. And getting another P-Wing. Who let the Hammer Bros out? We see now Para's entered World 4 of 5, as Antlerz has made it to Lemmy's airship. And now Paratroopa has entered World 7-1 and after taking a shot with the clip has decided to just go for the level normally. The Antler's making his way through the stage and making very quick work. And we see Paratroopa started the end card game and is going to get nothing out of it as Antlerz enters 5F2. And Paratroopa has already made it to Roy's airship. And Roy is definitely not is definitely just an average boy today, going out in just 3 hits. Eugenie, that's kind of a loaded question. And now we've entered the Pipe Maze, World 7. Ludwig will await. Yeah, Grenadinator, thank you for the advice. They're trying to find her way to glory. I think Pearl may be getting a wee bit confused here. And Antler's getting a very nice 7-1 clip. And now Antlerz is going to be on his way to face off against Roy. As Paratroopers entered 2F2. My mistake. 2F2, also known as the Spike Foot. They were just waiting for the right moment, and they're in the room with the boom boom. Pear still needs to find her way to the exit. They're deciding to go through Piranha, so at this point it may be a required pathway. Lucky, I believe each fort may have at least, they have 2, but Paratroopa has a little bit of trouble with the munchies. Mini guy correcting me, saying there's only one fort in World 2. I'll take your word on it. And Paratroopa picking up a hammer. Antlerz goes for the end card game. And Antlerz does manage to pick up something, but what it was, we do not know. And Paratroopa's entered 5-6. This one can be quite the nightmare. Ooh, Paratroopa pretty much just given a cornerstone there. No way to go, but just let damage happen. Yikes. But Para's still managing to get through 5-6 pretty clean. And it seems Para's found a pathway, as she's gonna enter the Air Force, one of the trickier of Bowser's military branches. There's 4, as we know: Army, Navy, Air Forces, and the Super Tanks. And we see Antlerz entering the 2F fort. And Para's going to try her luck at the end card game, and already picks up something. And another something. And another something. Para actually picking up a pretty good haul that time. He's going to use a fire flower to get through the remaining piranha section, and promptly loses a fire flower to a piranha plant. It still manages to make her way to the exit. Antlerz reaches 5-6. They are, again, very close within each other's range. You gotta give it to both of these races. They're keeping a good pace, even after the nightmarish beginning. Let's see how Ludwig is doing today. Ludwig is composing a full-length album as he's a 4-hitter, and Para takes him down. And now we're entering World 1, normally how everyone has grown to begin Super Mario Bros. 3. Immediately we start with 5F1. See, Antlerz has made it to Ludwig's airship and is right on Para's heels. Well, this is a pretty jet World 1. And Para has now entered World 6-3, one of the tricky ice stages. Just a single errant jump, just like that, can send you falling to your doom. Making quick work of a pair of hammer bros and picking up their hammer in the process. And it appears Para has just decided to juke him away past 6-3. So many hammers indeed, Zero-Wing. So many deeds. Careless, that means World 1, World 9, the Warp Whistle area, and World 8. It's kind of a infamous Super Mario Bros. 3 joke. We'll see how much of a fight Larry's gonna give off today. And Larry is just a two-hitter. And Antler's going to use the sword to just wipe out the twin hammer bros. Picks up a hammer and a mushroom in the process. As we enter World 2. Para using one of her many hammers to bypass. And a music box to put the hammer bro to sleep as Para enters World 2-1. 2-1. You see Antlerz is still on 6-3. And Antlerz just scoots right off. Para, that's an interesting question. Oh, and it appears Para has already made it to Morton's airship. Again, a very jetty World 2. As Zero-Wing, Great White Hope 6-3 causes a lot of runners problems. With its narrow surfaces and its slick covering, it's so easy to just make a mistake and have to do it all over. Grenard, I think that's a pretty safe prediction. And Paratroopa is using a sword to immediately take out a pair of boomerang bros and picks up a cloud as a reward. It could be Great White Hope, but there's still a bridge that needs to be built, and we don't know where the foot to build it is. stumbling a bit and getting her tail swamped off. And now Para taking an elevator ride with a couple of hotfoots. As Antlerz enters World 2-1. That's a good question, Kalis. I believe so. Carlos. Just like that, Para builds a bridge and is on the way to face off against Iggy, the last of the Kooplings. Uh-oh, Iggy's got earthquake. Iggy's been packing on the pounds. Even with that weight, Iggy is just a two-hitter. Indeed it was, MIDI guy. Indeed it was. And now let's play everyone's favorite game, Guess How Many Bridges to Bowser. MIDI guy making a good point. Well, it could just be a cakewalk with all the hammers they've gotten. And Paratroopa immediately using a Juggling Cloud to bypass the stage. And we see that there was only one bridge needed. And already Para's into the World 3F for it. (3F2) if I'm not mistaken. Para getting hit by a carpet Boo Diddley, and now it's trying to make her way through the rest. This could lead to a very, very jetty World 8, if this one is the right one. It is! That's the correct one! So we have a very jetty World 8, and now it's just Paratroopa, a hammer suit, and a trip to Bowser. But can Para keep that hammer suit through the disco waffles? Nope. One of them catches her right on the head. Para's going for the everyman's clip. At this point, it's her race to lose. No, you do not, Kirby Fan 9000. No, you do not. Paratroopa just blasting through the fireball room, and it's on. Now it's just her and big old Greenie. Remember, Bowser's got nothing below his waist. And with that, get your GGs out for Paratroopa. Paratroopa's going to take this first match 1-0. Let's cheer on Antlerz. He's just about to finish his run too. And with that, Para's official time is going to be 39:16. We see Antlerz is just about to finish up his run. And after that, we should just be taking 5 to 10 to get the next match ready for everyone and let our racers get themselves all charged up. One more hit should put Antlerz at the end of his run, and there goes Bowser. Get your GGs out for Antlerz44. And with that, Antler's official time is going to be 42:09. So just give us a few minutes, and we should have the next race up and running in no time. And with that, we're back and starting on World 3. Immediately, we begin with World 3. Let's see if Paratroopa can make this one a 2-0, or if Antlerz is going to make this a 1-1. Although Red Shell is trying to give Antlerz a little bit of a problem. Now, personally for me, when I used to do this game, this level, I always found it as kind of just a breather. After some of the hectic from World 1, it's kind of nice just to be able to jump on top of things. And now we've entered the 7-2, the 7F2 port. I think this may be 7F2, but if I'm incorrect, let me know in chat, folks. And now we see Pale has entered 6-9. I'm mistaken. Antler's Fortress is a 3F1. My mistake. The Paratroopa stopping by Mushroom House, probably to get something extra, and ends up being a fire flower. Let's see if that's useful. That was it. We've seen 6-9 earlier, now we see 6-10. Gotta wonder if we're gonna see all the World 6 stages. Antlerz, I believe, is trying for the 6-9 pedal clip. And Paris just entered World 4-3. 4-3. Now Antlerz is entering the Mushroom House and gonna pick up something. Will he get a fire flower? Nope, he's gonna get a leaf. Now I believe I believe Antlerz is in 6-10. Wait. You see Pale take out a couple of Hammer Bros and playing an end card game, but can she pick anything up? That's a big no. And Pear was the first one to make it to Wendy's. Not Wendy's own. No, yeah, to Wendy's airship. Let's see if Wendy's is beefy this time as she was the last time. We remember that she gave both of our runners a heck of a lot of trouble. Wow, Wendy's just as Wendy is just as beefy as before. She really must wanted the Wendy's today. With 5 hits, Wendy is down. And now we've entered World 7, the Pipe Maze. We start off with 5-6. And immediately we see Paris having a little bit of trouble. Problem with this word is you're just fully reliant on the parabeetles. They act as pretty much your transportation. Got a crazy Koopa falling to his death. Antler's at 3 hits. 4 hits, and Antler's putting Wendy down for the count. I think Ghost Wizard. I think it may be some sort of a technical issue. And Para's already found a way out. But there's a lock in between, and unless that hammer breaks it, then she's gonna have to go back and find a way to free it. And Antler's is gonna take on 5-6. As Paratroopa's getting through 7-10. 7-9, my mistake. Para getting a little fanfare. And now Para's entering one of the beta stages, the waterfalls. And with that, Para's going on to the next stage. And Para using her hammer to break the lock, and now just has to get through some munchies to get onto Ludwig. And Para picking up a mushroom box from it. And Antler's taking the 5 up too, and I cannot blame him considering he's a little low on the livestock. see Pear making her way through Ludwig's airship. Let's see if Ludwig's going to be as much of a fight as Wendy was. Oh, Ludwig gave up plenty of a fight for hitter. And that was struggling a little bit with the munchies. And the Piranha Plant gets him, and without any power-ups, he's gonna have to do this raw. We see Paratroopers entered the 3F2 for it. Oh, but Antlerz makes it through the munchies and picks up a music box. You see Pear is picking up a little something from the end card game. And even though she doesn't clear the board, she picks up quite a bit of swag. Including a hammer suit. And now we've seen Pear has entered 3-5. Antlerz finally beats up Ludwig and is going to join her on World 1. Well, yeah. Pear losing the 5 super managing to fry Big Bertha beforehand. Getting under the blooper. And Para surprisingly deciding to go replay a stage. I believe this is one of the betas. Oh, it's Muncherman. Zero Wings correcting me. Thank you. Oh, there was a lock I missed. Thanks for getting me caught up. pair making it through the next stage and on her way to find the right fort to open up the lock. Antlerz uses some star power to take out the Jumbo Bro and pick up a music box. And Pair is entering the 5F2 for it. And Antlerz has found the way. I believe Antlerz used his hammer to break the lock. Thank you, Donator. Thank you. And Paratroopa getting hot-footed. And with that, we have a big lead change. With that, Pair makes it through 5F2 and just has a run-in with a Boom Boom. And we can see now Antlerz entered the next world, which is going to be World 5. And immediately enters... We got a pair of forts here. That was 4. Antlerz just completed 4F1. With that, the bridge is built, and now we start from 4F1 and we just go to 4-plane 1. It's sort of like a French vanilla there. And Pella finally breaking a lock that leads to Larry's airship. Antlerz gonna play the end card game, get a little swag perhaps. Just a bit. Antlerz having a little bit of difficulty with the Jumbo Bros and getting over his efforts. Now we can see Antlerz has entered this may be a stand beta level, if I'm not mistaken, and I probably am. Antlerz has made his way to face off against Roy. Let's see, Roy is one hitter as Harold enters 4-1. With that, Antlerz is almost a whole level ahead of Para. And now we see Antlerz has entered World 2. And speaking of World 2, we're in the World 2F for it. Otherwise known as Spiky Land. Antlerz going for a bit of a damage boost. And a 1, a 2, and a 3, and boom boom is gone. Whoa! Para nearly getting gobbled up by Boss Bass. With that and a visit to the Mushroom House, Antlerz picks up a Tanuki stew. If we encounter 6-5, that could definitely be useful. Same if we encounter... In the meantime, we see Antlerz going for and succeeding in getting the 7-6 clip. Boob said Paratroopa and Paraducks are two different players. With that, Antlerz has made us a pretty jetty World 2 as he's on his way to face off against Morton. We gotta see though how salty Morton's gonna be. That's a 1. And Bowser really increased Morton's salt intake, a 4-hitter. Shio, I am not sure. With that, Antlerz is... I think we've got a threat situation here. World 6 for level 6. And we start World 6 with 4-5. And a very angry sun. Antlerz nearly clears the board as Para is going. Para doesn't even try to get to 7-6 clip. Maybe he's taking the intentional death to try it again. Oh! Para's actually going to try flying over it. Very interesting and well thought strategy. As we see, Antlerz is going through one of our hand stages. And picking up. Ooh, a Jukum Cloud for his effort. That's definitely going to be useful. Antlerz using a hammer to break down the lock. This could be a very quick World 6. Oh, right as I say that, we have Atlantis. And with that, I think it's safe that he's probably gonna just use a Jukum Cloud to say nope to that whole mess. Well, but he's gonna give the other stage a shot first, see if that's different. For a second, I thought Antlerz got soft block. Ooh, rock in a hard place. It's either Atlantis or 6-6. Two levels that definitely can give you a pain in the behind. What did someone give those cheap? What all good? Come here. Antlerz playing cautiously, almost. Oh, but a power driver gets Antlerz. Yeah, and Antlerz is just gonna use a cloud and bypass that whole mess. And then it's gonna go for a hammer suit to take on Lemmy. We see now Antlerz in the fight with Lemmy. Let's see how beefy he is. And we have one of Lemmy's balls getting stuck in the airship floor. That's going to make the fight a little bit easier for Antlerz, knowing he's only got 2 projectiles to go against. Never mind. And Para's deciding to play through Atlantis, and Antlerz is just about ready to take out Lemmy, and with that, Lemmy is toast. Paratroopa actually making it through Atlantis pretty skilled. Antlerz enters the final stage, World 4. Well, the final stage before Bowser, I mean. And Antlerz using a sword to make quick work of the fireball and picking up a hammer. Could have another jet world here if that fort builds a bridge. Paratroopa having a little trouble with the airship. Now we see Antlerz has entered 8F1. Antlerz trying to get that first peace cycle. And doesn't quite get it. Does get and is going to get the upside down orb, or as we like to call it, a bro. With that, Para takes out Lemmy, and Antlerz has just built the bridge, so we've got another jet world. The Antlerz stopping to pick up something from the mushroom house. That's a new key. Deciding to use a mushroom right before it goes into Iggy's airship. Let's see how powerful Iggy is this time. Ooh, Iggy's only a one-hitter. With that, Antlerz is on his way to face off into Bowser's domain. Para enters 8F1. Now play the game. Let's play our favorite game. How many bridges to Bowser? Will it be 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4? And we start World 8 off with 3-8. Career Stucklings saying 3, Grenard saying 4. Antlerz doing a bit of backtracking and entering entering 5F1. And Antlerz taking down the Boom Boom pretty quickly, and let's see if that helped in his quest to find the right way. And Antlerz deciding to use a hammer to make things a little easier as he enters He enters 4-2. And telling Boss Bass he does not want to be a mule. Paratroopa's right on his heels. And now we have a bit of path divergence. But which way will be the correct way? as Paratroopa has entered 8F1 and is backing out. Dash 81, I'm sorry. Who uses the P-Wing to get past 8-1? I'm going to see some pretty cool background flowers and stars. And it's a no-bridge Bowser! All that's standing between Antlerz and victory is just a battle with him and the big one. Antlerz is gonna try for mac and cheese. He doesn't get it, so he's just gonna stick with going into the fireball room. Oh, but Paratroopa's made it to the castle and she's got a fire suit. She's got a hammer suit. She's got a hammer suit and a star. This is gonna be so close. If Para can hold on to that hammer suit, she may end up pulling out a victory. Antlerz going through it the old-fashioned way. But one more hit and it should give Antlerz the win. And Para loses the hammer suit on the last fireball and get your GGs out by Antlerz44. He's gonna make this a 1-1 split. We're extending an invitation to Antlerz and then to Paratroopa when Para's done. See if they want to give us a bit of an interview. And Antlerz is going to finish with a time of 37:56. And then get your GGs out for Paratroopa. We'll just wait a second to see what the official time is for Para. And Para's official time is going to be 39:04. We've extended an invitation to both Para and Antlerz to see if either of them want to come in for a few words. Waiting to see either of our races accept our invitation. Well, right now, Joe, with this, Para's at 1-1 and Antlerz is at 2-2. Yeah. And I do not believe we're going to get a word from either of them. Going to give them one more minute before we close up shop here. We've got another match going on right now involving Teeks and Jet Tab to check out. And on this very challenge, in about 10 minutes, we've got another match, which is going to be And in 10 minutes, we've got the Ricky 5 versus Leslie Pro 04 on this exact channel being commented on by Pro-A007, one of our main runners here. And I do not believe we are going to get an interview from either of them. So for right now, for all of us on the SMB3 community, for our racers, for our commentators, for our technical staff, for the people who help us put it together, and most of all, for fans who make it so fun to do this, I'm Mouth of Team Rocket, simply saying, let's take care, and we'll see you next time at the Mushroom Kingdom. Take care, everyone.